The nuances of flipping. Video 1. I'm going to record a series of videos about the nuances of flipping that you need to take into account. Well, first of all, I advise if you're involved or want to get into flipping investments to work with professionals. Before buying any property, get an estimate from the builders, a budget, right? This way, everything is transparent for you and there are no surprises later on where you are counting on one set of numbers, but in reality, the builder gives you different ones, right? You need to move forward with the right builders who will see it through to the end, do the preliminary work, guide you through the purchase, and get your property to the condition you plan for. So I'll be recording a series of videos about the hidden pitfalls of flipping that exist in Portugal, right? So the first thing I wanted to point out is that you always need to consider, well, this is a standard issue in any country, that you are dependent on the sewage system, on the drains. And if you're not planning a major renovation, right, then you're tied to the sewage drains, which means you need to maintain a certain slope so that everything drains properly. And if you're planning, for example, to turn one apartment into two, it's very important to take that into account. Well, or for example, you want to add a second bathroom when there's only one, and you think that'll be an advantage, right? Then you need, of course, to calculate the cost, the budget for such a renovation in advance, and consider, well, the overall technical feasibility, right? Whether it's possible, and if it's profitable. This is the first pitfall. Keep in mind that you can't always add an extra wet point in your building or in the apartments you're converting into residential units. Well, for example, if it's a commercial property, this is very important. There might only be one point. You buy, right, a commercial property on the ground floor and you do a renovation there. And you can run into complications where you need to create 3 apartments, but you can't because there's only that one wet point. Consequently, that becomes a big problem when flipping. Pay attention to that.